I need something to play. Yeah, maybe something handheld. Something I can really get my hands on.
That is not how you pick up games.
She's right, though. We actually like to get online to pick up games as well. You got your Amazon, you got your eBay, you got your DK Oldies, you got
You
your
got your what?
Facebook Marketplace, you got your Craigslist, you got all of them.
DK Oldies?
Yeah, DK Oldies.
Donkey
I
Kong?
will put a link in the description below. They sell some cool games. None of the stuff that we have today came from them, but they just popped a mind. So, uh, this is going to be kind of a quick one. There's not a whole lot to say
It's a
about some of
hodgepodge.
these. Yeah, I was able to get this very cheap. Harvest of the Sun.
Doctor Who fan, anyone?
So nice. Obviously, Vincent Van Gogh. This is
Or Van Gogh, as
Yeah.
they say in the Doctor Who episode. I think it's a British thing.
Is that a British thing?
It must be. Anybody who's from Britain or know anybody, is it a British thing to say Van Gogh? Or is it like the Appalachian Mountains and people are just trying to sound cool these days?
Personally, I like Van Gogh. It rolls better to me. But anyway, this is a Philips CDI game. Obviously, I don't think it's much of a game. I think it's more of that interactive media that they like to push. Kind of like the Flowers of Robert Mapplethorpe, where you could look at art on your television with the Philips CDI. But the nice thing is, if you look inside, it is complete. It's got the booklet slash poster, the welcome card to the wonderful world of CDI, and a disc that I believe when I looked at the back of it, it looked like it had never been touched, and probably for good reason.
Holy cow.
It's a roadmap.
Look at all the fun things you can have.
It's showing off all the fun things you can get for the CDI.
This guy is a little too pleased with his camel or donkey or whatever that thing is.
But regardless, even though it's kind of one of those nonsensical things, it's still fun having weird stuff like that for the CDI. Since it's, very much an interactive media center than just a flat out console.
Who doesn't want to pretend they're going to a gallery in their living room?
Exactly. Don't even have to put pants on. Or, like me, you can go to galleries without pants.
And you get kicked out.
I can't go to galleries anymore. But that was actually an Amazon pickup. I believe I got that with some of my points from Opinion Outpost for doing surveys. It takes a little while, but you do get up there eventually.
Hey, it's gotten us quite a few $50 amiibos.
I also picked up from Amazon using Opinion Outpost points.
Buffet.
The
I'm hungry.
3DO buffet. And it's got the sleeve. It's got the booklet.
Is there some of the yellow?
Some of the blue and some of the yellow. The disc and apparently even a little warranty card, survey card. Win prizes and discounts. But all this thing is a demo disc. Yeah. Although look, demo for Waterworld. Woo! Yeah.
Such a riveting Kevin Costner movie.
But this probably was kind of crazy back in the day. I mean, the idea of having demo discs, when you're coming off of the cartridge era and everything, it's kind of wild.
Ooh, Casper.
Is he a friendly ghost?
Alone in the Dark 2. Wolfenstein. That was a good one.
So demo discs, I always like to pick those up, especially the ones like these. When you had like PlayStation and Xbox, you had demo discs that were coming with the magazines, so they're a little more prevalent to find. But ones for like the 3DO, I can't imagine that there's a whole lot of those out in the wild. I don't even know how you would have got those back in the day.
I don't either. Does anyone know? Leave a comment below. Let us know how you
would you have picked that up at like Radio Shack? Was it a mail-in thing?
Was it a send in your proof of purchase off your cereal? Remember those things?
I remember cereal.
No, I mean, when you'd send in your little proof of purchase and you'd get like a
good point, though.
Color-changing spoon or something. You're like, ooh, after you've eaten all these multo meals, you get a CDO or 3DO little demo disc.
A 3DO CDI game.
Like, can I eat it?
Another online pickup, courtesy of Lady Lacey here. Was this eBay for this one?
eBay, yes.
And I believe we got it for a great price.
$10.
This is our first official Bally game. I believe the Bally Astrocade arcade had some games built into the system, but this is our first actual game tape, and it is a cassette.
It is complete in box. And look at those graphics.
Woo! I mean, just looking at the back, I want to run home with it and try it out.
No, there are some graphics on the little card. They're
the funny thing is,
2010. It did not look like this in 2010.
This game is called Dogpatch, and
we got it for that reason.
That's exactly why we got it. Fairly close to us in Arkansas. We're not in Arkansas. We're in Missouri, but still fairly close. There used to be a theme park called Dogpatch USA.
Yes.
And it was based off of what was actually a very popular comic strip series back in the day, Little Abner, I believe it was called. And so
it was a neat place to go visit at the time.
Theme park's been closed down for years. Always these rumors about it reopening and everything, but the money it would take. But anyway, when I saw that there was a game called Dogpatch,
kind of nostalgic.
Yeah, it's cool. It's very close to home for us.
I will say, you guys need to look it up though, because it is hella creepy now.
Oh yeah,
it's all overgrown, and there's ride tracks, but they're half of them are underwater now, and there's vines growing everywhere.
Yeah, it would be the perfect place for a horror movie.
It would be cool. Yeah.
Our next pickup was a Craigslist find, and we came out alive, so that's good.
Always meet in a public place. We met at Dollar General. It was very good.
It came in its own Tupperware, so it kept it fresh, and it's floppy disks. Oh my goodness.
Hey, do some of you even know what this is? Do you know what this is?
So first of all, I wasn't.
You know what this is?
I wasn't interested in these so much. I mean,
Packard Bell backups.
They're still kind of neat, but I was gonna let you show those. But it's the MS-DOS program, the install disks. But I wasn't so much interested in that, except it kind of came all as a bundle. So I was like, oh, whatever. It was good
This
price.
is what computer games used to come on, kids. They came like that. This is not a button on your computer anymore.
Okay.
Is this a save button now?
Goodbye, fans.
I'm sorry.
Patronizing
I'm not patronizing you. It cracks me up watching the videos of little kids, and someone off screen will hand them something, and they're like, I don't know what this is. And I'm like, seriously? How do you not know what that is? But then it makes me feel old.
They get you a muzzle. You're getting us in trouble. I will say, though, with the, was it 5.5 or 5 1/4, and then 3.5. But, obviously this is more where floppy disk term came from, because it's the big ones. Anyway, the whole point of picking these up was that they were Sega games. Yeah. So we got Shinobi, and these are fairly well-known names too. Alien Syndrome.
I like this one because the name makes an alien.
You have Thunderblade. And
Thunderblade!
I honestly did not know that there were Sega games on floppy disks. I shouldn't be surprised. Afterburner.
We know now.
And then Outrun.
Yeah.
But it was just kind of a neat little surprise to see those on floppy disks, and we honestly do not have the means to play these, so who knows if they even work. They look really nice, though. They're in great condition.
Yeah.
But it was just kind of a fun little novelty, very much piece of video game history, kind of part of the whole reason of having a collection is for the preservation part.
And for just information. I mean, like you said, we had no idea, so there's a lot of times that we run into things that we didn't know existed. Period.
Oh, yeah.
And it's a lot of fun. And then you start doing research.
Yeah, with game collecting, I mean, there's so much stuff out there. We've got a nice collection of consoles, but we're constantly finding consoles that we do not have.
Or that we didn't know they made.
And it's always mind-boggling to think that there's so much more out there than just, Nintendo, Sega, Sony, and Microsoft.
Yeah. Or Atari.
But... oh, they're gone. They're making Dragon Ball Z games these days. One last thing that we got, and this was via an online deal with a fan. I'm going to steal a term from a panel of amateurs here on YouTube, and I'm going to call out Steve from YouTube as our first official super fan. Steve got in touch with me via YouTube, and then we emailed back and forth about a Game Boy Advance Micro. This was a handheld that we did not have in our collection. We had most of the other Game Boys, at least, you know, like the regular ones. We didn't have all the colors and that kind of variation.
Tiny that thing is.
But we had not had.
Give me your hand.
We did not have a Micro. Yeah, in her hand it looks almost normal. But we did not have the Game Boy Advance Micro. And Steve let me know that he had an extra one. He cut us a great deal. And this thing is gorgeous. I mean, I don't know where he got it, if it was his for a while, but when it was in his care, if it was in anybody else's care, they took excellent care of it. It's got a great looking screen. The sound that comes out of it is really nice too. And not only did Steve...
Kind of booting up a game.
Not only did Steve sell us the Micro, but with a charger as well, he also threw in some games. There is a Konami Arcade Advanced game, a GBA
Frogger,
game.
Scrabble, Time Pilot, Cyrus, Rush's Attack. Bunch of fun little stuff on there.
But he also threw in WF Warzone for the Game Boy. Even though the Micro does not play Game Boy or Game Boy Colors like the Game Boy Advance and the SP models did, but he still threw this in just because he knew it was going to a good home. And the thing is, I just wanted to give Steve a shout out for this because I really appreciate him getting in touch with us, setting us up with a Game Boy Micro. It really feels like we get to, you know, tick one more thing off the list, which is always nice. And I definitely want to think that it's going to a good home because
forever home.
We're not getting rid of it anytime soon. Yeah, ever.
I mean, their screen's not scratched, but here to give you an idea, that plays Game Boy Advanced games. You can see kind of the size comparison. Here's a Game Boy game.
That thing is tiny, isn't it?
It's very tiny, and it fits just right back here in the little. Boop. Shove this bad boy in your pocket and you are the coolest kid in school.
So thank you again, Steve, and thank you for letting me give you a shout out on this video. But I really thought it was cool that you got in touch with us because this is definitely the type of community you want to have online.
Yes.
Collectors working with other collectors, you know, making sure that stuff gets in, like she said, good forever homes.
Hands.
So
put this in your hands.
Yeah.
I mean, like, show him he would be so cramped.
Yeah,
after
it's
like 2
gonna be like seconds.
Your thumb completely covers the screen.
Could probably eat.
Don't eat. Why do you always eat things?
I don't know.
Everything. He's like a baby. Everything straight to the mouth.
But I would definitely love to hear from you guys if you've made any deals with people online like that. Obviously, successful deals. But do you get involved with any type of collector communities? You know, make sure your stuff gets to a good home or get some new stuff for your great home, for your collection.
Yep.
But we want to know about that. We want to know what kind of other online deals you have. Craigslist, eBay, Amazon, DK Oldies that make your wife kind of look at you like
Donkey Kong. You're talking about like Donkey Kong. Anyway, Donkey Kong Knockout.
That was our online game pickup.
Yep, so leave a comment below and like this video and subscribe to this channel because we got lots more coming your way. All right, my little nerdlings, we will see you later.